And we are live again. So before I even get into this, I am going to make sure that we have good audio, that we're coming through loud and clear. So I appreciate everybody joining us on the rebroadcast. There is some delay in live streaming services. So I'm just going to ask that we hang out for just a second as I confirm that, we do have good audio. So I just got the go ahead. So we're going to restart. Hey, we're not going to give up on the Friday focus. We're going to keep pushing through. We're going to persevere. We're going to move forward through the Friday focus. So thank you, everybody, for rejoining the take two of the stream. Technology, anything that can go wrong will. So let's get right into it. Number one, I want to talk about the Talking Pixels podcast. This is a podcast that myself and Justin Gamble do. We do it every other week, and we talk about the business of photography. So how you can take your hobby into a full-time career. And we're taking it basically step by step. So if you just wanted to get started today, you were new to the even photography in general, and you wanted to start a business with it, that's where we start off, and we take you through building your business. So a few housekeeping notes. We are open here at this from 10 to 7 Monday through Friday and 10 to 5 on Saturday. So if you need absolutely anything, you can feel free to stop by. The doors are open. We just ask that you do bring your mask with you to keep everybody comfortable and safe and ready to roll. Also, we do still have curbside pickup. So if you're not comfortable coming into the store, then you can absolutely do the curbside pickup or the free shipping. So looks like everybody is here. We can hear you loud and clear. Good to go. Better late than never. Les says everything sounds okay. Hello again from Copley, take two. You're coming through loud and clear. Hi, TJ. Hello, Jen. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know, and thanks for sticking with me. So what to expect in the store. When you come into the store, we're doing our best to keep everything nice and clean and comfortable. We're wearing our masks. We are disinfecting all the products as people touch them, as customers try things out. We wipe everything down. It doesn't go back on the floor until it's actually sanitized. So again, we're trying to do our part to keep everything clean and comfortable. Those are our goals. But our goals for today is to update you on the photo related news that you may have missed. So the news cycle has been dominated by everything that's going on in the world. So what I wanted to do was just bring you a little bit of photo and video goodness and a couple inspirational articles to get you going, getting you creative going into the weekend. And also, selfishly, my job is to pull you away from the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that's going on. Again, with all the news that's going on with, between Corona, with the different protests, everything, I just want to pull you away from that, even if it is for a half hour, and just talk about a common interest, a common hobby, something that we can all agree on, and that is our love for photo and video and just how awesome Canon is. We can all agree. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go there. My goal is to also get you motivated to try something new, something outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you've never, really taken a deep dive into Lightroom. So today I share an awesome tutorial that talks about dodging and burning in Lightroom. Or maybe you're just in a creative rut and you want to try a new software, and one of the articles is talking about some new software that's out. My goal is to get you outside of your comfort zone to try something new. So let's get right into today's news block. So I thought this was really interesting. So I'm getting into more and more video. So I thought this was awesome that Rode has this huge sound effects library that they've recorded with the microphone that's on the screen, and they've opened this up to download for free. So sound effect packs can get really, really expensive, especially if you need specific ones. Like, let's say you need a camera click because you're doing a camera review video, or maybe you need a waterfall as you're like fading into, whatever that is, a waterfall related, photo even. They've now opened that up for everybody for free as kind of a gift. And, and actually the video that has all the different sound effects says, for free, with love from Rode. So if you are looking for ways that you can spice up your videos, whether that's on YouTube or even customer videos, sound effects are a great way to do that. And thank you to Rode for giving these to us at no cost at all. So this was really cool. I got to play with this, and on yesterday's live stream or the day before, the day before, so Wednesday's live stream, we talked all about these new modifiers. So I know there are some pro photo shooters that are in the chat, and I've spoken to them and they're pretty excited about these, and that is for good reason. The new modifiers are awesome. They're a magnetic based system, so it makes it quick and easy to change out and get different looks. Again, I love that pro photo is pushing forward and they're not sticking with status quo. They're constantly fine tuning to make better accessories for photographers, better tools for professional photographers. So those are going to be available very soon, but those were announced this week as well. So I put a link to the YouTube video where we talk to our tech rep, but I also have a video that is going live. It's just waiting for a few approval things, and it will be going live this weekend that I actually do a shoot here in store and try and get hands-on with the new modifiers. So I have been hands-on with them, so if you have any questions about them, please let me know. So I thought this was really cool. GoPro releases GoPro Labs, and it's basically a place where they're going to be putting out experimental features. So let's say they offer a new codec. Let's say they offer a new stabilizer mode, or a place where you can do something totally new with your GoPro. This is where they're going to start doing that. And I thought this was a really cool way for them to solicit feedback from actual users. And I will warn you, just because this feature goes into, the labs, it doesn't mean it's ever going to come true either. So if you do use the GoPro a lot and you want more features on it, or you are that person that, loves to tinker around, definitely check this out, because what I would hate to see happen is they put something in labs and then they don't get feedback, and then never comes out to the world, where in reality, it's something that us users could really have utilized as a filmmaking tool. So if you do have a GoPro and you like tinkering around, definitely check out the GoPro Labs. And I put a link to the DP Review article in which they talk about it, but you could do a search for GoPro Labs and find it. It is readily available, the information on that. So Nick Collection has been around for a long time, but it's been kind of passed around the industry in that it was doing really well, and then it got sold to Google. Google basically took a lot of the technology that was in it, and they kind of boiled that into, because they had a product called Snapseed back in the day. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering this correctly. And Google kept Snapseed, but then sold Nick Collection to DxO. So now DxO kind of maintains the project, but they released an all new version of it this week, and that is Nick Collection 3. So they basically, what I like about Nick is you pay for it one time, and then you never have to pay for it month after month, which is nice. Adobe makes you pay, I think it's like $10 a month, which it's not bad. And I understand this model. I'm not gonna, get into that. I like subscriptions. I don't like subscriptions. It is what it is. But this gives creatives another alternative to the mostly Photoshop, Lightroom dominated world. And some of the cool things that they've announced with this new update is better fine tuning for certain localized adjustments. So they have what they call their DxO point or on point, where you can choose just a section of the image and make fine-tune adjustments. So if you're looking for a new tool to use in your editing, they have a whole retouching selection. They have it's non-destructive as well, so you can actually get in there and change things and not worry about ruining your original files. So again, I think this is definitely a worthwhile upgrade. And right now, because it is launching, they are doing a discount. So if you've used Nick in the past, they're doing, I think, 30% off the upgrade, or 30% off to new users as well. So let me know in the comments if you are a Nick Collection user, or if you've used their stuff in the past. I would love to know how much of our audience uses Nick, because in the future with, the live streams in our classes, we could bring somebody on from DxO and do some training stuff. So I just want to know, is Nick something that you guys are interested in? Is it something that you would like us to see put some content together for in the future? So let's jump into our education and our tutorials block. So first and foremost, with Lightroom, just because so many people do use Lightroom, I try to find tutorials, fresh tutorials that come out to help you guys. So this was an awesome article on local adjustment tools. And what I think a lot of people use Lightroom as far as, editing the entire image. So they apply a preset, or they make, changes to the slider. What a lot of people don't realize is you can actually make what are called local adjustments to, certain parts of the image that are, going to adjust just the smallest fine, let's say we just want to change that sun, we can go in and we can do that. Or let's say you want to, attack and, just adjust from the horizon line up, and you want to make changes to that, add more clarity, bring down the highlights, bump up the shadows a little bit. Any of those things can be done on a more localized change. So, you can do the gradient tool, the brush. There's a lot of local adjustments that you can do. So this article from Light Stalking basically goes through and teaches you how to do exactly that, how to use those local adjustment tools from within Lightroom. So another thing that I'm always searching for is different ways that I can push myself as far as composition within the images, within the imagery. So this article comes from the Faux Blographer. That's really hard to say because I want to say photo blog, but it's the Faux Blographer, and they have a great website. I love their news. I love their reviews. But they did this whole article about using the golden spiral, which I think is something that not a lot of photographers even think about in their photography. We use leading lines a lot. We use the grid system, the rule of thirds a lot, but this is one that I don't think a lot of photographers use. So this article actually takes you through some of the finer points, gives you examples, gives you some inspiration on how you can use the golden spiral to, kind of up your composition game with your photos. Another thing that I've been trying to learn a little bit more about is dodging and burning. And this is something that goes back to obviously the film days. And it's just something that I've never really loved in my images. I've had to do it a few times, but it was, again, maybe 1% of my images, maybe less than 1% I've ever done any dodging and burning on. So this came from me searching for how to dodge and burn, and I found this article. It was just perfect and it was timely. So this was something that I watched as well. And you can look, just even the image that's on the screen here, where they're taking this, what would be a normally flat kind of photo, and they're making it just so much more impactful. We're directing the viewer's attention, into the faces by using a vignette. We're going through and we're, getting rid of some of the highlights. Again, we want the brightest thing in the image to be what we want our viewers to focus on, and that's what dodging and burning does. So this was a great tutorial from SLR Lounge that kind of takes you through how to use or how to dodge and burn, and I believe they actually give you a preset as well. So if that's a skill that you were looking to hone, then here's a perfect tutorial for you. So I want to let you know that the Sigma Shot at Home contest is still going on, and they have some great prizes. So if you do it, just head over to Sigma's website. That's probably the easiest way to get to it, and that is sigmaphoto.com. And they're giving away, I think it's like $500 a week. So again, if you are still stuck inside, you don't want to, or you're looking for ways that you can make a little bit of side hustle, a little bit of extra money, why not? Just enter. You already have the photos. You might as well get those entered into the contest. So I want to let you know that we are going through and organizing all of our YouTube videos, where I'm actually thinking about pulling them all down, all the previous ones, and then re-uploading them and tagging them and putting them in playlists. So if you want to see all the pro photo ones, we're going to have a pro photo list and so much and so forth. But if you want to follow along with our YouTube channel, just go to youtube.com/thepixelconnection, and you'll see all of these previous videos of all the live streams we've done, because we've been doing it for, I want to say, like 90 days almost, if not more. So there's a ton of content that is up there for you guys on YouTube. So let's talk about the rumors. This is always one of my favorite parts of the show, and that we can all get together and speculate on what's going on and what's going to be coming out. So this week we saw the Z5 and Z30 finally hit the rumor mill, and this was kind of expected, that they were going to add cameras. I mean, shocker, camera companies are going to be announcing cameras, but it was interesting to me kind of the nomenclature for these two cameras. So we're seeing the Z5 and the Z30. So the obvious assumption would be that the Z5 would be kind of an entry-level version of the Z6, which right now the Z6, I think it's on like a $400 rebate. So it brings it down to, I think, just over around $1,600. So it's already a tremendous value for, the camera, but they might be following kind of what Canon did with the Canon EOS RP, where they have that kind of entry-level Z full frame mirrorless camera that is going to go, toe to toe and kind of target that entry level market, which I think is great. I think that, having a $1,000 price point or even that $1,200 to $1,400 price point for full frame just opens that up for photographers that want that. Now, obviously, full frame isn't for everybody. There's crop sensor cameras that are great, but if people are looking to upgrade to full frame, it gives them that option. And from their nomenclature, now we had the Z50 that came out, but now we're going to get the Z30. So I think this is lining up with like the D3000, D5000, D7000 series, in that they're just going to do 30, 50, 70 maybe in the future. So I'm wondering if they're going to totally, is this them saying that they're, totally getting out of the mirrored market? Are they not going to announce a, 3,000 and 5,000 level option? Are they going to try to maintain both product lines? That kind of remains to be seen. And it's very early on, with this. I mean, we've only had the 6 and the 7 for a short period of time as it is. So it'll be interesting to see how these next couple months play out and, what Nikon releases. I know financially they are not doing the best, so they definitely have to hit it out of the park with these cameras in order to bump up sales. But are these cameras, I want to know from you guys, are these Z series cameras something that you have been clamoring for? Is it something that, you would be interested in? I would love to hear from you guys if these are things that you would be interested in having. So I want to kind of give you an update on Pixel Photo Fest. We're watching every single day as changes happen. And as of this moment right now, we are continuing on as planned with Pixel Photo Fest. That might be changing. What we're starting to see is vendors aren't able to travel. So we're going to have to make a call very soon, whether we're going to have it, whether we're going to postpone it, or if we're going to, push it back to next year. But I will let you guys know. It's open communication, transparency. We're not just going to, keep all the tickets. We're going to make sure that everybody has a positive experience. So just stick with us. As of right now, we have the best in the business as far as speakers. We have Vanessa Joy coming, Aaron Anderson, Jeff Carpenter, Isaac Coffey, Jen and Travis Stitt, Brian Manier, James Schmelzer, Mackenzie Deakins, Melissa Hagen, William Innes. We have a great lineup of speakers. So the plan right now is still August 14th through 16th to have the best photo conference in the Midwest here in Cleveland, Ohio. So if you want to save some cash money on that, you can use code Lunch and Learn to save $100 off your ticket, which is going to bring the price down to $99. So you'd be hard pressed to find that much education for that low of a price. I also want to let you guys know that we are doing free Fuji film rentals. So you can do a 3-day rental of a ton of Fuji cameras, lenses. The X100V is one of the ones that are in there. So if you go over to rentals.thepixelconnection.com, you can sign up and just get a free rental. Try before you buy. This is something that we are working with Fuji on to get more Fuji products in people's hands to try. So there's no obligation at all on your part. It's not like you have to buy it when you're done. It's not like a rent to own program. You can just come in, try it out, and if you decide you don't like it, bring it back. But why not try something new and create? If you've been thinking about Fuji or maybe a different lens or maybe a different body, now's the time to do it. Also, there is extra savings when you book tech time. So if you just go to our website, pixelconnection.com/Fujifilm/all-products, again, or just message us for that direct link because it's kind of a long link, you can actually set up time to sit down with one of the Fujifilm tech reps, and then they give you a special code for joining to save you additional money on lenses and cameras and a bunch of stuff. So it might be worthwhile to take that and get your questions answered, but also save some money. I love saving money. So I wanted to tell you, first and foremost, thank you for your support over the last, like I said, I think it's been 3 months that we've been doing this. And I've actually, it's been great to meet some of the customers, with me being new here, with Jim and Mike and many of the other people that have been in the chat. So first of all, thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and play a little background music. Hopefully that's coming through. But this is going to be the last of the daily live streams. So we're still going to be doing live streams. It's just not going to be every single day. What we are going to continue with is this every Friday. The plan is still to do this. But throughout the week, my goal is to do at least one other live stream a week. So going down to 2 to 3 a week, but it's not going to be every single day. So thank you guys again. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys sticking with us as well, especially on this last one, having to do a restream. But thank you guys so much for all the support. We really appreciate it here. And, you know, we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from, you know, these live streams that we're doing. So that's all we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you do have any questions, I did want to remind you too, I send all these links out at 6 o'clock. So if you check back on Facebook, you'll see the landing page for the, you know, with all the links, but also they get sent out to the email. So as long as you're signed up to our email list, you'll get a copy of them. Real quick, just some comments that I missed. I played around with Nick, but I'm adjust the sliders myself in Lightroom and Capture One kind of guy. Totally get that. Jim Summers, I have the previous version. Use it to process the black and whites. Absolutely. I mean, I love the Nick Silver Effects Pro. Bought an upgrade. It's faster. Been using it for years. Good to hear. $99, the best $99 you can spend. So yes, for Pixel Photo Fest, that's awesome. End of an era. Thanks, TJ, for keeping us entertained every day at noon for the last 3 months. Absolutely. I'm happy to do it. And thank you for joining along here. Appreciate it. Thanks. It's been great. Looking forward until the next one. Absolutely. So like I said, we're going to be back next week with some live stream content. It's probably going to be more educational like we started with, where it's like the birding stuff, maybe some audio stuff. But I'll keep you guys informed for sure. Thanks for the memories, TJ. It was great tuning in every day. So thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you more than you know. If you need absolutely anything, please feel free to reach out. And I hope you have an awesome weekend. We'll see you guys.